Hey everyone, Shane with Battlefield Decks and Patios here, and today we're going to be talking about how you can know if you've hired a trustworthy contractor to do your project. We're going to go over 4 things that I would say is super important every time you hire somebody that will kind of give you the confidence to know that you've hired somebody who's going to do a good job, they're going to follow through, and you're going to have a good experience throughout the duration of your project. First thing that we always recommend is for you to check the licensing of the contractor you're going to work with. Now, thankfully, that's really easy to do here in the state of Virginia. You can literally just go to the DPOR website and look up the contractor's license. So all you have to do is just ask the contractor that is going to do the work for you, hey, we'd like to see your license number and just verify that it's legitimate. Anybody who's a legitimate contractor is not going to be offended by that. They would be happy to share their license number with you. So once you have their license number, you can go to DPOR's website. We'll have the link below. Type in their license number and see if the license actually belongs to them and isn't made out to somebody else, and make sure that they don't have any complaints against their company that has been filed with the state. So that's number 1 on the checklist. Check that they are licensed. Don't just ask and take their word for it, actually verify it yourself. Second thing that we always recommend for people to check for is insurance. A lot of companies will tell you, hey, yeah, we're insured, but if you don't ask for proof of that insurance, you don't really know. You're just kind of left taking their word at it. So we always recommend that you ask for what's called a certificate of an insurance or a COI. If you use the term, hey, do you got a COI? You're going to sound a little like you know what you're talking about, and that can kind of help you look like an informed customer when you're dealing with a contractor so that they don't try to push you around. So that certificate of insurance should show how much their liability insurance covers and a bunch of other details that are important for you to know. And so if you just ask them for that certificate of insurance, they should be able to have that emailed to you within 24 hours. For us, we always send that out in an email before we even have our first in-home consultation. So our clients will actually get an email and it will have our license number and our certificate of insurance attached to that email, just so that they can already check those things before we show up. Third thing on the list that we always tell people to check for is, does the company have good references? And the important thing to think about when you ask for references is ask them if they have a list of references that you can choose from. Not just 3 cherry-picked references of the best customers they've ever had, but a list of at least 10 or more people who have done work with them that have said, hey, yeah, anytime somebody wants a reference, they can feel free to give us a call. You having the ability to pick and choose who you call usually has a better result on getting a pulse on how the people actually feel about the company that they did the work for. So ask for a list of references that you can look at yourself and choose who you call. And then the last thing that we always recommend is check out if they have a good reputation online. So, it's one thing if you have a friend that had some work done by somebody and they refer them to you, but that's not necessarily always a good tell if it's a good company, because they might have just been lucky with this company one time, and when you go to look online, you find out they've got a bunch of terrible reviews. So you don't want to end up being that one person who has another bad experience with this company. So we always tell people, look on Google, read through the reviews. If they have less than a 5-star rating, filter through the reviews to see what the lowest rated reviews are and read those as well, so you can see what the consistencies are of the problems that people are consistently having with that company. And that might give you a little bit of an idea what you could potentially deal with if you decide to go with them. So those are the 4 things that we recommend. It's super easy to, if you take those 4 things and do them methodically every time you're thinking about hire somebody, chances are you'll make sure that you hire the right person and have a good experience and know that you can trust them to do a good job, to get it done, and to really enjoy the whole process. So let's just recap that. The 4 things are they licensed? Are they insured? Do they have references? And do they have a great online reputation? Don't just take their word for it. Do your homework, ask for the license number, certificate of insurance, a list of references, and dig around online, see what you find out. Hopefully that's helpful for you, and we look forward to hearing from you when you're looking to have an awesome job built.